talk about solving equations. We're just going to do adding and subtracting. The lesson in our binder has adding and subtracting and multiplying and dividing together in one lesson. So we're going to split it apart. So we're going to start with the review worksheets that are split apart. Then we'll go to the binder like we did with integers. Okay? So we're starting with worksheets, then we'll go back to the binder. Okay, the good thing is we're going to use the integer chart that we have already learned, because we're going to be adding and subtracting integers by the end of this process. We're building on to that. But everything you ever needed to know about algebra, you learned in preschool when you watched Barney, or you watched Sesame Street, or you watched Dora the Explorer, or you watched any of those little kid cartoons, and they played this wonderful little game. Okay? Please don't make fun of my art. I'm not a good drawer. What is this?
Baseball.
Baseball, softball. What is this?
Football.
Okay, this is not a pizza.
Cookie.
It's a kickball.
It's a kickball. It's a kickball or a golf ball. Sometimes they tell me a golf ball because it has divots on there. What is that? It's a truck, right? It has wheels on it. You can see those are wheels, right? Okay, one of these things is different. Which one is it? Everybody ought to know this.
Car.
The truck or the car. Okay, if you can do that, you can solve an equation correctly, because I know you can add and subtract, and you can identify things that are different. Okay, can we say our numbers 1 to 10?
Yes.
Yes. Can we recognize our numbers 1 to 10?
Yes.
Can we say our ABCs?
Yes.
Can we recognize our ABCs?
Yes.
Okay, so if we can tell the difference between a number and a letter, and we can add and subtract, we can do this. It is not difficult. And it's a short assignment paper today. Okay? Short, like 16.
Like 16 problems? That's not
Sure.
short. Short,
Okay.
just like me.
So we're going to do some examples so we can get started. And then I would like to work on the board as a group, just for confidence level, for like one column of it. And then we'll go on. Okay? Then you'll do the other 2 columns by yourself. Make sense? Okay. So, in 2nd grade, you saw this. Y'all remember this? Maybe even in 1st grade, right? And they said, find the number that goes in the box. That's the skill we're using today.
Are you
And you
serious?
all did that mentally, 3. But you have to show your work, Jackson. So here we go. We're going to write it 2 plus x equals 5. Step 2 says find the one that's different. So here we go. Number, letter, number. Which one's different?
X.
The letter. Cover it up. You'll take your pointer finger or your pencil eraser and touch your paper. Cover it up. Do the opposite of the number beside the covered up term. And out to the side of that, I have on the same side of the equal sign. Matthew, what is going to happen to you when you jump across a farmer's fence without permission? He catches you in his pasture making his bulls mad.
You get shot.
You're going to get some buckshot, right?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna get shot.
Or you're going to run.
I'm gonna try to run, but I'll.
Okay.
Farmers are
So-
pretty good shots.
Yeah.
'Cause they
This
actually
kind of
shoot
looks like a
coyotes.
fence, right? So you don't ever cross the fence. When you cover that up, if it's in the middle, don't cross the fence.
I've done it before. But
Okay?
never got shot.
So we're going to get rid of this number right here. And we're going to do the opposite. Is this a positive 2 or a negative 2?
Positive.
Positive. What is the opposite to a positive number?
Negative.
So I'm going to do a negative 2. This creates a 0. We force the 0. Because in algebra, our whole goal is to get the variable alone. Okay? We want x equals a number. A nice, pretty answer. Our goal is to get that x all alone. So I have to have this create a 0, so my x can be alone. Okay? Because it's an equation, equals, and I'm taking $2 from this side, I have to balance it and take $2 from this side. Because if I took $2 from Keaton and didn't take $2 from Jackson, one of them two is going to be mad at me. Might as well both be mad at me and come at me together, right? Because I took all their money, right? It has to be balanced. The point is it has to be balanced. So if you do it to one side, you have to do it to the other side. Okay? Then you draw your line. Mark out your zeros because we're math people and we don't write numbers we don't have to because we write numbers all day. So we mark this out. That creates a 0. So we mark it out. We bring down the variable. We bring down the equal sign. And we do this little bit of math right here. Okay? We're already down to step 5. Do that math. This is a positive number, right? Because there was no sign on it. So positive 5 and a negative 2 is what?
Negative. You'd subtract.
You would subtract and get what?
A negative.
A positive 3. Remember when we add and subtract, the bigger base sign determines the sign in the answer? 5 minus 2 is 3. And that's our answer. That's as hard as it gets.
That's cool.
You want to do another one? Or you want to start?
So like,
Do another one.
why would there be a positive sign? So you don't have to write the positive sign?
Until the chapter set test, Jackson, which is next Tuesday, I want you to write all those signs. So I know you're not just dropping them off the face of the earth. You really meant a positive. Okay? After the chapter test, as the year goes on, I'll let you drop the positives on the numbers. I have too many people dropping negatives and
Can we do
positives
one
all
more?
over. I know. Yeah, we can do one more. Sure. We'll do one that's written backwards because sometimes that really trips us up, okay? And we'll do it with a negative number.
21.
Oh, let's stay block. I'm making these up as I go along. The worksheet's short. Okay, so step 1 says write the problem, right? We did that. Step 2, find the one that's different. Cover it up. Which one's different? Y. So I'm covering it up. Do the opposite of what's next to your hand or your finger. Do not cross the equal sign. So what am I getting rid of? What's the 12?
Positive
That's
12.
what's next to my hand, right? So it's a positive 12. Can you see that? What's the opposite?
Negative.
So I'm going to do a negative 12 to both sides so it's still balanced. Draw my add subtract line. Mark out the zeros. Here we go. Signs are the same, so I do what?
Add.
Add.
33.
Very good.
21.
And that one was written backwards. Now you understand why I told you guys have to work straight down?
Yep.
There was a reason. Yes, ma'am.
Why would you use 12 and not 21?
Okay. The goal is to get this right here alone, the y, the variable.
Mm-hmm.
To do that, if I'd have used 21, I'll just rewrite it and show you. It's going to make the problem twice as long, Lori. If I'd have done positive 21, positive 21, I still get positive 33, y equals, now I have to write the 0. Now I either have to get rid of the 33 or get rid of the y to make it alone. So when I cover it up again, I have to do minus 33, minus 33. It just keeps you from doing extra work. You can arrive at the same answer if you mess up and forget, okay? But the problem is just longer to get that variable alone, okay? Not undoable, just longer, just more work. Does that make sense? So you guys ready to try some on the board?
Yeah.
Are we gonna do some on the board and then do our worksheet?
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're done.